When you hear the term werewolf, where does your mind go? Is it a man that becomes a wolf man, a creature of nightmare? And of all of the iconic horror figures, werewolves have always been one of my favorites, which led me to look into this story, the Stupp. I'm Enygma, and if you've been enjoying the content so far, please make sure to hit that like and subscribe button, as well as that little bell to be notified when any new videos are coming out. And please join us on social media. The links are here, as well as below in the comments. So today's story brings us to the Stupp from the 1500s in Rhineland, Germany. So stay a while and listen. Throughout time, werewolves have been a part of every culture around the world. Identified easily by some key features: a man who transforms into a wolf and vice versa in a given period of time, normally the full moon, growing sharp teeth, or more hair covering the body, nails becoming like claws, and facial features including the nose, eyes, and mouth become much larger. They have super senses of sight, smell, and hearing. And furthermore, werewolves are very fast and have speedy healing abilities. In 1589, Peter Stupp had one of the most lurid and famous werewolf trials in history. After being stretched on the rack, and before further torture commenced, he confessed to having practiced black magic since he was a boy of 12 years old. He claimed that the devil had given him a magical belt or girdle, which enabled him to metamorphose into a likeness of a greedy, devouring wolf, strong and mighty, with eyes great and large, in which the night sparkled like fire, a mouth great and wide, with most sharp and cruel teeth, a huge body and mighty paws. Removing the belt, he said, made him transform back into his human form. No belt was ever found after his arrest. For 25 years, Stupp had allegedly been an insatiable bloodsucker who gorged on the flesh of goats, lambs, sheep, as well as men, women, and children. Being threatened with torture, he confessed to killing and eating 14 children, 2 pregnant women whose fetuses he had ripped from their wombs and ate their hearts panting hot and raw. He later described them as dainty morsels. One of the 14 children was his own son, whose brain was reported to have been devoured. Not only was Stupp accused of being a serial murderer and a cannibal, but also having an incestuous relationship with his daughter, who was sentenced to die with him, and that he had coupled with a distant relative, which was also considered to be incestuous according to the law. In addition, he confessed to having intercourse with a succubus sent to him by the devil. He was brutally executed on the 31st of October, 1589. This trial led to a werewolf sensationalism in Western Rhineland. However, this legend of the Stupp has a little twist. It differs from our traditional werewolf. In some stories, we find children playing with the dogs in town, but when left alone, it devours the children. In other tales, the Stupp would wait in secret, awaiting its next victim, preferring places where revenants and living corpses also appeared, crossroads, cemeteries, or places where murderous acts had occurred or people had committed suicide. Leaping onto its unknowing victim's back, the Stupp could not be shaken off. It would feed on the terror, the panic, and the agony. With each step its prey took, it would grow larger and heavier until its bounty finally collapsed in extreme and complete exhaustion and was marked for the rest of their lives by this experience and losing their mind. So there you have the story of the Stupp, a psychic werewolf. Almost. It's like a psychic vampire werewolf. It's a little weird, right? But I really enjoy making series about more of the obscure. So please leave in comments below to see what your thoughts are, not only on the Stupp, but of what other videos you would like to see created. I'm Enygma. Thank you for joining me again, and we'll see you next time.